Hello and welcome to another episode of Double Barrel Gaming. I'm your host, Mr. BoomStick XL, and on today's episode, we're going to be talking about Resident Evil 7 for the Nintendo Switch. Today's story was brought to us by Nintendo Everything. I will include a link to their site where the story is, just in case you want to read it for yourself. I'll put that in the show notes below. Now, if you're following me on Twitter or you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you'll know that the Resident Evil franchise is my favorite franchise in gaming history. It should really come off as no surprise that in 2017, Resident Evil 7 was my game of the year. Now, truthfully, when it was announced, I had my reservation about the game simply because they changed the format and made it a first-person game. But because it was a Resident Evil game, I didn't even think twice and I bought it for the Xbox One, hoping that it was going to be good. And it turns out it was better than good. It was fantastic. I then purchased it for the PlayStation 4 in hopes to play the entire game in VR. After experiencing the Resident Evil Kitchen demo, I realized that my heart couldn't take the pressure of playing Resident Evil 7 in total VR, so I just beat it using the regular controller. While checking my video game media feed, I found a story where it has been confirmed that Resident Evil 7 will be coming to the Switch, but this is where it gets strange. And because it's Nintendo, this does not surprise me at all. Now, many fans have complained that third-party support hasn't been as good as they wanted. So when I saw that Resident Evil 7 was coming to the Switch, of course, I was going to buy it a third time, and I got excited. My excitement was crushed by a giant tyrant called Japanese Only Release. You see, it's what they're calling it in Japan that has me perplexed and interested all at the same time. It's listed in the Japanese eShop as the Resident Evil 7 Cloud version. I'm going to read you the press release now. Resident Evil 7 Cloud version is coming to the Switch, Capcom has announced today. As it implies, Resident Evil 7 will not be launching on the Nintendo console in the traditional sense. Everything runs through the cloud. The actual download is just 45 megabits, so you won't actually be purchasing the full game that can be played offline. You'll need a stable internet connection while accessing the title. Players will nonetheless be able to play Resident Evil 7 in its entirety on the Switch. This includes the banned footage, Volume 1 and 2, End of Zoe, and Not a Hero DLC. Resident Evil 7 can be played for up to 15 minutes on the Switch for free. After that, you'll need to purchase a 2,000 yen ticket, which lasts 180 days. And this is where I'm perplexed. The question that I have for the viewers of this video is what happens after the 180 days? And unfortunately, it's not explained very well in this story. Does the game disappear from your hard drive, or do you have to repurchase another 2,000 yen ticket to continue playing the game? This is what annoys me about Nintendo, because they do things in a way that's very strange. And this tops the list. For anyone that may be still interested, Resident Evil 7, the cloud version, will be available in Japan on the Japanese eShop on May 24th. And a Western announcement may be following in the coming days, hopefully with more clarity. I will be following this story very closely and post any information I receive on Twitter. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Double Barrel Gaming. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button, share this video on social media, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again for watching. Have an awesome day.